Hi, everyone, and welcome to Revenue Rescue. This monthly webinar series is brought to you by the team here at Affinitive. For those of you just getting to know us, we provide marketing and software solutions to over 5,000 dealerships nationwide, working with every major manufacturer in the country. And we're excited to take some time to share a bit of the knowledge and insights we've gained through our experiences. So each month, our Revenue Rescue episode will feature a new topic addressing common challenges within your dealership that may be leaving revenue on the table. In the end, our goal is really to guide you through solution and strategy ideas to help you make the best decisions possible for your business. So today, Courtney Evans, Affinitive's Vice President of Product Marketing, is going to talk about what it means to have a cohesive strategy. In past episodes, we've talked about the ways you can customize your marketing. But how can you ensure all those unique messages come together in a way that will resonate with your customers? And to learn more about that, I'll turn it over to Courtney.
Thanks, Anne, and thank you to everyone joining us today. I hope you had a wonderful holiday season, a great start to the new year, and are optimistic and excited to get 2020 rolling. I know we at Affinitive definitely are. So as we start this year off, we hope that we can help you build the right marketing strategy to get your goals accomplished this year. So today, I really wanted to just take a step back and look at how do we really build a marketing plan that will work for you. New year, new start, and what worked last year might not work today. We all know that, the world and the industry that we're involved are evolving very quickly, and we all need to be on our toes on how best to adapt to ensure that we remain successful and nimble as time goes on. We've heard about, the autonomous cars. We've talked about digital retailing. We've heard about customer experience. But what does that really mean to your dealership and the goals? Is it just, black noise, or is it something that we need to be concerned about? We can't rely on those cookie cutter strategies because, just as mentioned, things are changing and it's evolving. What works for your dealer down the street might not work for you. Your marketing plan needs to be built and customized for your individual dealer and the goals that you have within your department. So how do we go about doing this? How do you build a cohesive marketing plan that is unique to your dealership and will help you to accomplish your goals in the new year? First of all, you're off to the right start. I'm hoping the reason that you joined this webinar is because you're asking that very question, and you've already made that decision that you need to sit down, invest the time, plan, strategize, talk to the right people, involve the right people, and start getting to work. Recognizing the need to focus on specific goals and customize your plan are really that first step. And probably one of the most difficult ones to do because I know my day-to-day is so busy, and I can't even imagine what you guys within the dealership world go through. Carving out time is never easy. The second step is asking yourself a few questions that will help you lead you to where to start. What needs to be addressed? What's your dealership already doing well? What can we put aside, and what do we focus on? So is your communication the same across all marketing messages? We stress an omni-channel approach, but is it a consistent experience for the customer? Is your dealership having a consistent, communication with your clients? You don't want to go 12 months without ever talking to your client. Out of sight, out of mind. And are your sales efforts communicating with your service? Remember, life cycle management is all part of the same. Have you identified any unnecessary communications that were sent and are just, a wasted message? We want to be relevant in everything we do. And are they, as I just said, are they relevant to your clients? Any cohesive marketing strategy is going to adhere to 3 basic concepts. This is something that, we've seen proven, we've seen that it works, and we're going to push it in 2020. If you can align your personalized and unique strategy with all 3 of these, you're guaranteed to see success or improvement over what you're already doing. These are very broad ideas that need to be built around what you want to accomplish and should consistently be reviewed. This is not, what you're going to do. This is how we're going to do it. First thing, you need to ensure that all of your solutions, products, or marketing are working hand in hand and not against each other. We'll go further into detail on each one of these concepts as we move on through the slides, but this one really helps you to evaluate and assess your overall ROI. ROI is pretty subjective in the first place, but, we can make it easier to conceptualize or use if it all rolls up into one number rather than bits and pieces across different solutions or vendors. And it'll help you evaluate and make changes over time. The next thing is building a partnership. We don't expect you to be the expert on marketing, brand awareness, or lead generation. But what we do expect you to be is the expert on your dealership, your customers, and your goals. Bringing that information back to a trusted company or team is essential in crafting this marketing strategy. And finally, base your decisions around ones that are data-driven and result in data-driven practices. Nothing is worth spending time on if the data doesn't support it. You're going to hear data, the more as time evolves. Now, these concepts are not single concepts that you just check a box on. They really work hand in hand and power one another. We'll get more into that, but just understand that one, holds the hand of the other. In the past, sales and service have really separated themselves, created separate strategies. Today, they all need to work together and be one cohesive strategy. Your sales customers can be your service customers and vice versa. And helping to guide them through that process easily without interruption helps. The industry is all about the customer experience, and your marketing is just an extension of that. So again, following these proven concepts will help you to stay on track. But is it really that simple? Let's get into a deeper look on each concept and talk about how we're going to do this. So the first concept that I mentioned were solutions or products or marketing that work hand in hand. What does this mean? I'm sure that all of you guys are using a variety of different marketing products. Campaigns, retention, SEM, SEO, social. And that's only naming, a few. But are they working together, or are they kind of treated as separate products? Do they talk to one another? Do they use data that's gained from one for the next? So kind of to make this easier to understand, if you're using a service lane technology and you're gathering data within that technology, is it helping to fuel what is communicated on the postcard or the email that's sent to the customer in your retention program? Or if a customer receives a postcard and they go online to schedule, are they seeing the same offer in both places? This helps in that experience that they have. By ensuring that your solutions or marketing products work together helps to create a consistent experience. It helps to build customer trust and loyalty. I know one of the worst things that could happen when I personally visit my dealership is that they start, listing off all these additional services that I was never aware of or were never brought to my attention or really don't make sense and I don't understand them. So by building that trust or, that marketing message earlier on, I know what I'm going into. And I definitely received a coupon in the mail where I forget to bring it in, and then the dealership has no recollection of ever sending that. And we've all, I'm sure, been victims to receiving a service reminder for your vehicle that doesn't really connect with, what services do. Telematics is really helping with this, but we can't adhere to just the simple timing of, the service timing or mileage. Different, customers have different driving habits. Marketing messages need to be cohesive and coherent and relevant to the consumer. We've discussed before that the way that customers are consuming marketing is changing. And we need to ensure that no matter the media that it's consumed on, it's a consistent experience. I also mentioned a cohesive end-to-end solution between sales and service, not separate strategies. Your customers really don't walk in thinking that I'm just going into a sales team or I'm just going for a service appointment. They see it as an experience, and they have the decision after that to end the relationship or continue it. So the next one that we have is building a partnership. I'm sure all of you are used to receiving cold calls, endless stream of salespeople coming in, and the sales pitches become hard to differentiate. What makes one company's products or solutions better than another? How are you supposed to know if your KPIs are really being hit? And it's one thing to show ROI, but it's another to prove it. These are all reasons why building a partnership is so crucial to your strategy. You need to have a team to rely on and turn to ask questions. Rely on for answers and count on you to consult you through what's best. Again, you're the expert of your dealership and your customers, but you need someone that's an expert on how to build your strategy, how to actually implement your strategy and own the marketing efforts. By forming one solid partnership with a partner that can handle that marketing strategy and the execution and make changes very quickly, it's going to help you to not lift a finger and, or differentiate through endless sales pitches. It allows you to focus on your end goal, selling and servicing vehicles and ensuring the best customer experience for your customers. The same customer experience you aim to have for your customers, the experience your partner should provide to you. Your strategy changes day to day, and your marketing needs to be nimble and consistently evolving. You need someone to trust. Another element that I'd really like to point out is that, data practices and data governance is not easy to understand, and there's different guidelines daily. So someone that's going to stay up to speed on that and know that they're doing best practices is going to help to, reduce the amount of risk and maximize results. Another important part of building a partnership is selecting one that you can build that end-to-end solution. It's going to provide that the solutions all work together and are sharing data between them, and they're working together, not against. We mentioned that some of the worst things that can happen is that you send out something that replicates a message or isn't timely, and your partner should be able to help you do that. You don't want your marketing to counteract something you also sent out. Lastly, building a cohesive marketing strategy takes understanding, implementing, and adapting to data-driven practices. We need to be using the data we already have as well as supplementing with outside data to better communicate and better target our customers or prospects. Who's consuming the information, where they're consuming it, and how they're consuming the information, and what information they're consuming are all questions we should be asking ourselves. And there is data out there to help you answer it. It's one thing of the past to be just using your DMS to speak to your existing customers. Don't get me wrong, those customers are some of the most valuable ones we have, and we definitely want to retain them. But what they want to hear and when they want to hear it and where they're consuming it always needs to be thought of. The more customer specific we can be, the more personalized the experience is, the better results we're going to see. We need to have the customer experience at the heart of everything that we do. Studies are showing that customers want a more specialized and individual experience, even more so than they want savings in many situations. Now, think of the past, just how we market and apply this data-driven practice to the other two concepts. Data can help us to connect our solutions and our marketing. By using the data gained from one campaign or solution and applying it to another, we're giving that customer exactly what they want: reliability and consistency. and convenience. Also, by having a true partner in your marketing strategy, it allows that data to flow from one portion of the dealership to another. Now, the data you gain in the sales department can effortlessly be applied to what you need to accomplish in the service lane. We also need to be looking at the data and looking at the results. What's working, what isn't? What should we be changing, and how should we be approaching our marketing strategy in the next quarter? Your strategy needs to be nimble and always being assessed and monitored. Just as seasons change, our customer habits change, and our marketing strategy needs to adapt to this. Data can help us get there. I've mentioned it in many previous podcasts, but data is king and is the center of everything that we do, and is going to show you that the actions you're taking in your marketing strategy are actually effective. So we have the concepts that need to be applied to your marketing strategy, but I want to leave you with this. Each department within your dealership has distinct goals, and they should blend seamlessly together. Your marketing strategy needs to encompass the whole dealership. A consumer should not feel like he or she is engaging with a new entity during any point in that customer experience. Dealerships are reporting that one of the biggest hardships that they had in 2019, and we'll see again in 2020, is technician availability and the consistent need to hire. There's just not enough technicians out there. So the more we streamline processes, the more we involve our employees and make it easier for them to do their jobs, this can also help to increase our employee retention. And what's that going to do? It's going to give a better experience to your customers. The marketing strategy needs to consider aspects of the conversion of a customer, the experience that they have within a dealership, and how to retain them. The customer is at the heart of our business. Thinking about this holistically rather than separate budgets and separate departments will help you to see results across the board. And I like to say it, time and time after again, remember your dealership is your dealership. It's the only one like it, and what works for one doesn't work for another. It's unique, and your marketing strategy needs to be too. So to wrap things up, let's start 2020 with building one cohesive marketing plan, one that's connected and data-driven. Your marketing partner can help build and put the trust in where, you need and point you in all the right directions. Always remember that you are in control of the decisions made, and there are plenty of people out there that can help you and guide you and help, to make sure that your strategy is working. As we enter a time of change in the automotive industry and the consumer pool we see, always stay nimble and flexible. Know what you did yesterday might have worked for yesterday, but it might not work for tomorrow. Don't set it and forget it. Review the results and make the changes as needed. And with that, you're well on your way to starting 2020 with a bang. So with that, I'd like to just mention that we want to continue the conversation next month on another episode of Revenue Rescue, and we'll be talking about taking the same marketing plan we started building today and applying it to how we create and convert customers. Everyone wants to see new and repeat customers in their dealership. But how do we go best about this? How do we build a message that resonates and makes your dealership the one that stands out above all the rest? You have to be top of mind, memorable, and create a great customer experience, and we can help you do just that. Also, I know everyone is excited about NADA. It's right around the corner, less than a month to go, Valentine's Day weekend, and we just wanted to remind you that Affinitive will be there and will be located at booth 4537C. We'd love for you to stop by for coffee and conversation. Feel free to book an appointment or schedule a demo to learn more. We have a lot of really exciting things coming in 2020, and we can't wait to share them with you and how we can help you start, your marketing strategy. So the entire team at Definitive hopes to see you in Vegas and have a good time while there. So thank you again for joining us today. We will be back next month with another episode of Revenue Rescue. And until then, have a great day. Thank you.